So they're very quiet, aren't they? The trees are very quiet, can't hear them at all, can you? No, that's the main line, it's a proper train. That's not a little arterial railway, that's a real train that's going to
cable. How are you going to connect the battery? Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's more stuff over there to see.
Is there?
Yeah.
Thank you. Cool.
And if you want a train ride, I should just catch it from here.
Catch up here.
And obviously, I heard you talking about the main line.
Yeah.
Obviously, that end is a terminus.
Right.
Okay. So it terminates down there, and it also terminates that end as well.
Okay.
It goes in for about another 5 miles that direction to a town called Sudbury.
Sudbury, right.
Okay. But obviously back in the day you could actually catch the whole line itself, actually used to go all the way into Colchester.
Right,
so you could actually catch a train from...
So it doesn't run very far now?
No, it's about 11 miles.
11 miles, okay.
But back in the day you could actually catch a train from Colchester all the way to Cambridge without changing.
Right.
Because obviously they wanted to build this line almost like a direct cross-country route.
Yeah.
Because they built in sections, so they built Colchester, Sudbury first, because they wanted like the ports and merchants and that in Sudbury to get the goods into Colchester.
Right.
So that's why they built the line, and then they decided to extend it onto Cambridge, right along Melford, and that way.
Now, but they don't do that anymore.
No, it stops now at Sudbury, but obviously the original track bed is still there. So if they did,
they could do something.
At some point. But obviously with us, if we're winning trains from this platform, we've got to correspond with a branch, so we can't go if it's due. So also, if you're on your way out, see that cinder box on this side, and feel free to go inside and pull the levers, because they don't do anything to the whole site. But if you actually want to see them actually pulling the levers, you can go and look through the window in that cinder box up there and actually see them throwing levers across. So
thanks very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think this is the main also a cafe platform where it looks like you might be getting various other trains. can go inside and everything. Liesel. Come in, Mom. Good pushing, buddy.
Also over here we've got a little unique blue engine as well. I'm just putting that out now.
I saw that when we went past. We'll have to be sure to look at it.
He's having a good old rest before he's busy.
Before Thomas Day.
Yeah.
So Caleb. So Caleb, if we come over here, I want to show you something special. Come here, Liesel. You know what we're going to see over here? Yeah, come see. Right over here.
Hello, Thomas.
There's Thomas, buddy. Yeah, there's Thomas.
Just without his face.
Yeah.
Without his makeup on.
Yes, yes. I saw it when you were driving by.
Good old Thomas. But if you want to have a look inside, you can actually go into the shed in the back and have a look, and they're doing various projects you can have a look at.
Oh, cool, thank you.
So,
These are ones they're working on. Should we go in here and see what they... Oh, I know, yeah.
They're old trains for us to look at.
That's the track too.
Why is it not good out?
Oh, that's far.
Morning.
Morning.
Putting it down.
We're not cutting it down, we're building it up. You tell us where we go from.
Sometimes the word.
Sometimes might be onto that.
Wrong.
luggage, packages and all sorts.
You see that? That's what it looks like inside that makes the train go.
That's going to move.
There's a sign that says
Over these doors to actually close them properly.
Yeah.
So yeah, if Life was going to close it,
Yeah.
would actually
Do
do that.
slam, yeah.
Because obviously that's what he was called, because obviously he was referred to him as slamming stock.
Oh.
Because obviously if you had someone on the platform back in the day who wanted to get the train out, you would obviously have the guards in that compartment there.
Oh, okay.
So he would actually be in that little compartment there.
Yeah, yeah.
All his job was to do was to give him to drive the green flag. His job was never to go down and close the doors. It was actually the station staff that was supposed to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the station porter.
when everyone's sat down and...
So when everyone's sat down, he'll keep off to 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And if it's getting close to say departure time, he'll start from this back of the train, walk all the way down, closing the doors,
Just do it.
and just checking them to see if they're all closed, and then he'll have a whistle, which he'll blow to the guard to say, and sort of and sort of put his hand up, and then the guard will then have one foot on here and one foot on the platform.
Yeah.
So as soon as the train starts moving, give him the green flag, he can quickly get on, and he'll still have the door open.
Yeah, just enough to get in.
Lean out, so also to check if anyone wants to get off.
Yeah.
And if he sees someone like messing with the handles, he'll quickly grab his red flag and stop.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
So,
makes sense. No, yeah.
But obviously nowadays we have obviously like emergency brakes and stuff.
Yeah, so
if something does happen,
shut down. Like an emergency stop.
whether our stop obviously runs on vacuum brake, so it runs off air pressure from the locomotive. So whenever we're coupled up, we create a vacuum between the loco and the stock. So if say someone wanted to get off, but you saw them open the door, but the train was moving, you would no, it doesn't drop out. You would actually have to stop the train.
Oh, okay.
So you have to put both hands up to the driver if you saw someone messing with the handle.
Oh.
But only if, like, say if one of the doors wasn't quite shut right,
Sort of.
but we were now on the run, we'll then say to the guard, oh, by the way, one of your doors next to your guard door is not closed properly.
Yeah.
Then he'll stop the train, he'll open it, and then quickly close it again.
Give it a...
Just give it a good old slam. These ones always get this, especially this one, it always gets referred to as a pay Potter train, because you've got the corridor.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
So,
because that's a little cabin as well, isn't it? That's smart.
and also we do have other ones which you won't be able to see, but they're further down that end, further in the yard, which we do have running as well.
Yeah.
There's one down there which is 1950s stock.
Nice.
So the difference with that one is obviously with this one you've obviously got the corridor which made it safer.
Yeah.
Because obviously with one down there you sort of open the door and you're straight in.
Oh, you're physically...
physically in your own little compartment.
What kind of year are these?
These probably late 50s, early 60s.
Really?
The only reason they brought in the corridor ones was because of Agatha Christie. She wrote a book called Murder on the Orient Express.
Yeah.
And also that's based on a true story.
Yeah.
So there was actually a murder somewhere in this country, I can't remember exactly where, and they had just carriages that you actually just walked straight into the compartment. And the only reason they actually brought those in was because of that.
Because of the safety
it's because of the safety sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it's sort of thing quicker for people to obviously get on and get off.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Micah, come then. We're gonna go outside.
See
Bring her in here. Come on. Sorry.
Okay. Right, let's put down here.
If Simone was born, he would have, if Granddad was here, and Daddy, everybody who's in. We wouldn't go for it? Yeah. But no, I think we would. Because Simone would have to be on somebody's lap.
walk down the little passage? The train's leaving.
What era is this? Does it have a
It's
date?
like 19.
This probably looking at this probably late 50s, early 60s.
No,
Okay.
this is older than that, I bet you.
It will be that era, because obviously we've got a similar one to this, which obviously I mentioned to another guy, which is further down there, which is like 1950s. The only reason they brought this one out, these carriages out, were primarily for safety.
It's funny because the
Okay.
lamps in here look Art Deco. Sorry.
Obviously, it was like the railway companies back then, because obviously this is BR, so it's like a mixture of all our major railway companies in one, and they always wanted to make it look.
Okay, so this was right after 48.
Yeah,
The one these were all built.
Yeah, so
Because it has a sort of Titanic feel.
yeah, we always refer to this one as our Harry Potter stock, because obviously you've got the corridor, and it almost has that Harry Potter.
I wish they made trains like this still, you know, that you could
Yeah.
take an excursion on it.
Which they do like excursions in this country. There's one which is in Scotland, which is
With an old train.
with like carriages like this and actual steam locomotive pulling you as well. And it's
Yeah.
I've not been on it myself, but it's actually
Yeah.
it's called the Jacobite, and they run it all for the summer. And he actually goes over the famous viaduct, which is obviously in Harry Potter, the Glenfinner Viaduct. So he goes over that, and it's
Yeah.
just stunning.
Where is Hogwarts officially set? Do you know?
So Hogwarts is actually officially set in Scotland.
Is it? Okay.
So when you're watching obviously Harry Potter and you see the train going on curving over that bridge, that viaduct is actually in Scotland.
Oh, interesting.
Um,
Okay. I never bothered to
And
figure it out.
obviously when you go over it, there's no castle there. Obviously, if you're going over on your left, as you go over it, that's where Hogwarts would have actually
Okay.
fictionally
Yeah,
been.
yeah, I know. Wonderful. Okay.
So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I rode on a steam engine when I was young.
yeah,
In the 70s, I guess.
Yeah.
In South Africa.
yeah.
But I wonder, do you know when steam engines were retired here?
Well, in this country, steam trains from here sort of ran from like early 1900s all the way through to like late 50s, late 60s.
Yeah.
But officially, the last steam train that actually ran was probably around 65, 67.
Okay.
Because obviously, during that time, it was like having a reorganisation of all our railways.
Right. Yeah.
Because we had a person called Dr. Beeching, which everyone knows about, but he came up with an idea to actually reshape
Yeah.
Britain, like close all non-central lines and just
Yeah.
have one line from north and south. Because that's what he thought. Railways aren't making money, so obviously you have
Right. Yeah.
the motor car come in and various
Yeah.
other things. So he came up with this idea to close all railways, sort of like mid-50s onwards.
That must have caused an outcry.
Yeah, it did. And obviously now we're lucky that we actually have got some surviving branch lines, like say for this one example. But nowadays people are actually reclaiming old land that railways used to run on and opening it as heritage railways.
Yeah. That's
So-
lovely. Yeah.
And like with us, we've been stuck in the goods yard here since the late 70s, early 70s.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because we've actually been nagging our rail company who runs the trains from this station in Greater Anglia. We've been nagging them for the past 50 odd years, say that we want the line
Yeah.
to actually run it as a 11-mile heritage railway.
Yeah.
But they're like, no, go away. We're not selling it anytime soon. So
Yeah. That'd be lovely.
yeah. Because obviously, the reason we want the line is so we can actually have a steam locomotive go over the viaduct as it would have been.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That'd be lovely.
So, because obviously the viaduct,
Yeah.
it is magnificent to look at just from street level. Just looking up, you're like,
Yeah. And we drove under it as we came.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was magnificent. I wish we drove over that little ride.
yeah. I mean, you can still do it. It's like
Yeah.
so many little quick turn there and quick back.
Okay. Yeah.
But it is quite impressive.
Yeah.
It's the second largest brick structure in the whole of the country,
Okay.
after Battersby Power Station in London. And all the bricks that you see in it was actually made on site.
Please, I'll just stay
Oh,
here
really?
for a second.
So they came from a local village up the road, just up the line, which is called Bewers, and they were all brought by train, clay, and built here. And
How long is the viaduct?
it's about a mile and a half.
Didn't realize it was that long.
Yeah, pretty much as soon as you leave here, you're on the viaduct.
Yeah.
So, but it
Didn't
does.
realize it was that long because I mean,
It's
I saw it.
roughly about a mile.
It sort of went
to
out
a
of sight,
half.
but
Yeah.
that's not very far.
No, but obviously going that way, you're actually going downhill.
Yeah.
So obviously you don't get much
Yeah.
power going downhill because obviously you just let gravity do the work.
Yeah. But it'd be a fun ride.
Yeah, it is. It is, especially when you're looking over the two villages.
Yeah.
Because obviously when the station opened in the late 1800s,
Yeah.
the station itself was only just called Chapel.
Okay.
But obviously in the late 1915, 1914, so that time they decided that they wanted to change the name. Because obviously when the viaducts were built, you had two separate villages, like one village on this side and one village on that side.
Yeah.
So they changed the name to what is today, Chapel and Waits Combe.
Okay.
So obviously one side of the viaduct you've got Chapel, where on that side you've got Waits Combe. So it kind of splits
I got you.
across the middle. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Would you take a picture of all
Yeah.
of us with this Swiss train? Mum?
Let's put this down for a minute.
We're having a picture.
Caleb, did you come see over here? Do you see the big boxes? Those are the boxes that they weigh.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, those are the boxes that Jen took them. They have to weigh them before they put them on the train. So this is a really big wooden box.
Where's the room?
Then there, you can look in there. Why is there what? Why is there more? Oh, fire extinguishers in case there's a really big fire they have to put out.
Luckily we've not had to use them yet, so it's fine.
Exactly. As long as
Just
we
a
don't
gut.
have to use them, we're good.
Yeah, obviously with the cargo here, all the goods here, we've actually come into the goods shed which we're in now. Not obviously on the carriage, but obviously I don't know if you can see through the window there, got some like wooden carry wagons.
Yes.
So obviously most of that would have been on them.
Okay, yeah.
And they've been brought in and then obviously sorted
Right.
in this office. And obviously then it would have actually got taken through those doors there onto what would be called a workhorse, which is obviously that
Yes.
picture there. And obviously then that would take it to various railways for it to carry on its journey. So
Well, thanks for all your
Okay.
information and the picture.
Okay.
Caleb and Liesl, let's go.
There we go.
Railbus.
Playground.
Going on. Just information. Still got the old platform. Yeah, see how it's getting on.
Definitely not. Oh my goodness, they would be telling. They would tell everybody what to do. Yeah, they would take some looking after, wouldn't they?
Fiona.
Bus.
Oh, that's interesting.
This one will not.
How about we go on the playground? Playground. Alright, then bus. Bus, Alex? No. The bus. Then go on the train, and then we'll come back and do some colouring and gluing, yeah? Oh, doing every day, just a different time. Do you want to have a look at the model railway?
Think.
quite a lot of other stuff to look here, so look for the train somewhere.
They didn't stave off the line.
Yes, thank you. Oh, I'll have a ride.
Yeah.
Are we going to go in this train all the way back home?
Oh, I wish I could.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
But they're very bouncy though.
Bench note, like Sammy stay there.
Why don't you guys
So what was that?
why would speed trains have seatbelts?
I don't think I've ever been on a train with a seatbelt that I can think of.
Are you been on a double-decker train?
I have.
I don't know, this country used to have double-decker trains back in the day. They had one, they built one double-decker train as like a test, see if we could actually run them.
Yeah,
But it didn't work.
too many low bridges.
It wasn't bridges, it was just obviously height with certain railways had certain
Yeah.
weight restrictions.
Hello. You've all got the front seats, haven't you?
Not me though, I've just got
How cool is this? Look at that bench, this is great. Yeah.
We're waiting for this signal at the end of the platform now to go up in the air.
You see that,
Can you
right?
see it?
You see it?
Red and white. It's got a white stripe on a red ball.
You see the white post over there? It's got a red thing sticking up with a white stripe on it.
And when it goes up
Oh
in the
yeah,
air,
yeah, I can
it
see that.
When it goes up in the air, the train can go.
and then I've got a button here that closes the doors, so the guy will tell me to close the doors. And then it'll say I can go. And then you go, 3 minutes.
3 minutes, man. That's all right. Look at the crane. Yeah, that's it. There's really cool stuff over there. We'll go see that in a minute. How long is this ride?
9 minutes.
9 minutes. Cool.
Just under half a mile.
Does it deliver us back here? Or does
Yeah,
it
we
go
go up there twice and come back.
Oh, right, so you push and stand and see. Kneel.
This train ran on this line, and you ran on Grandad today. It actually ran from this platform, isn't it?
Wow.
Picture of here. That there is that line just over there. So that's issued here. And that's in 1958.
Wow.
So,
1958.
so it's actually from this line.
Yes.
Why do you feel like
I might have those to show you. Can I sit next to you, Jessica? Pedals and handles. Do I get nice big train, isn't it? Big open.
Yeah, very good.
And jump brakes. That stops us.
Doors being shut.
And there's what is so faster.
Sit down, should we sit down as well? You don't.
See it? Makes it so faster.
Isaac.
Can you stop making such a fuss? You're gonna spoil it.
When we get down,
Right,
it
this
closes.
train. Oh, look at the signal, it's moving.
Oh, there's signals up there. There we go. So, all right. Yeah, he said close the door.
Doors are closed. You are free to be right.
Take away your shops and missing.
Oh, yeah. Look, 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 look. Look, okay, go.
Just go up.
Guys.
Can you make it go fast?
There you go. Do it twice. Yeah, so from here to that end, it's about half a mile.
Go the other way. Just got to go the other way now. Look, run out of line this way. And then I'll come back. We'll be in the front again.
Yeah, because the only trouble with this bike, it's not got reverse gear. It's only got neutral and forward. It's not actually got reverse gear. So obviously it's like our trains today, where you would actually have to go and change ends. That's what they used to do obviously with this, because obviously it's got no reverse. So instead of them putting in reverse and then going back, they actually get out and walk down the whole train.
Wow, that's amazing.
Out the water. Okay.
So this train can't get back on its way. Not interesting. So the driver has to walk all the way.
Yeah, so the driver gets out, walks down that end, takes that end, does the exact same thing, stop, comes back, and then we go back this way.
It's like that. It's like that.
Going all the way back to where we were. Yeah, you're right.
Hello, Toby. There's your orange IVs.
So probably.
They probably would have carried milk containers. Probably.
So it probably would have carried milk. And then the one with DP, I'm assuming that would carry oil.
And most of the wood have probably carried oil.
Yeah.
But obviously, when you go over to the other side, we actually do have milk churns on display. So obviously that's what they would have actually carried milk in the day. Orange 5 beers.
those. That make a right mess. I'll have to fill in all kinds of forms.
Oh, so paperwork. You have to write on pieces of paper.
And the forms here are long. Very long. I said the forms here, what you have to fill out are.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, done? No. Like you turn one page, you know.
Look backwards.
Hey, hey, hey. Tell me she don't know about this.
I'll tell you what, why don't we go over another train later?
Mommy, why isn't there one when we're going to go under the tunnel?
It's in the smoke.
Yeah, it means we're going to get off in a minute. So the gate's shut, so that people can cross. I can always come all the way back. That's great. Hey, look at the man strumming. That's fun as well.
Can we go and get our shells?
Not now, because we're going to go and explore the sheds. See all the other trains. We don't even see the steam yet.
The man over there.
We've got steamers in the sheds.
Are we getting off?
No, this is not a station, so we're going back the other way.
We're going back and forth. This is all. Why are we going to go back again? Because it's fun.
Yeah. I think we go back to halfway. I think we go.
So we're going to go back to the platform. So it's going back up to where it came from.
Yeah.
And depend on where the branch is, we might have to wait there for a while.
Alright.
And then we get back into the platform. Because obviously we're not allowed into platform 2 if the branch is due.
Daddy, I can show you something.
Because obviously it's still a working line. So if the branch is due, not allowed in.
Actually, there's
Toby, I can show you that that's his carriage.
So yeah, we'll probably wait.
There's Toby.
No, it's just coming now actually. So.
Yeah, they shut the gate to pull out the people. They shut the gate so the train can go so that people can cross safely. Now, they've opened the gate so the train can go. People can wait.
Just because there's no horns.
Don't worry, Jessica's fine.
I want to
Yeah, we are going to go over. It's fine.
Are you taking those things out?
Well, you got one.
Yeah.
Why don't you have them on the other side?
Well, if I left them in here, I wouldn't have them netted, would I?
Or why don't you have them there?
If we left them here, we
Well,
would
if I left
start
them in, you
driving.
might climb in and drive it away while I'm trying to go that way. That wouldn't help.
There's a distinct possibility you might try and do that.
Oh.
It's like having a key to your car, right?
Yeah, but obviously it's, we call it a different. Obviously, in railway terms, it's known as a different kind of key.
Oh.
In railway terms, it's known as the master key
Okay.
because obviously it controls the whole
Yeah, fair enough.
things basically. So, If you wanted to, you can go into that cinder box there. You can go into that cinder box there and actually see them move the levers. But if you wanted to have going south, there's one on this side up here, which can feel free to pull any of the levers because they don't do anything to the line. Because obviously that one is decommissioned. Back in the 70s, that one got decommissioned. So you can pull all the levers in there to basically half the tent.
Are you allowed to pull those ones at the right time?
No. With those ones, obviously that's a working cinder box. So if you want to see them pull in the levers, you can actually go up and have a look in the window and see them actually throwing the levers across. But obviously, you do want to have a go yourself. Just go into that cinder box there and have a pull.
Thank you, that's really useful. Thanks for all the information. Sammy, are you getting in the photo? Well, right.
Can I see?
Yes, you can.
Can I see?
And isn't this more exciting than being home?
Yeah.
Just way more exciting than being at home. Here you are.
That was fun, good.
So we're about to get on. I mean, get down, please. Come on, put on the seat. Right, off we go. Okay,
Coming for another ride later.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Thank you very much.
This is exciting.
Thanks for your information.
That's what I'm here for.